Welcome to a long-awaited showdown. You don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, and the home field of the Colorado State Rams. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Scarlet Knights will kick this away to get us going here. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Senior able to make the stop after a short gain. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Grab behind the line. It's Hart. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
There you go, defense. Not fooled at all by that screen pass. Good job of flying to the football. The back had nowhere to go.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Fighting off the defender. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down play coming up. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, it's incomplete pass here on this RPO, and typically you see these RPOs thrown quickly. Make the read, process, ball out, get the ball to the playmakers and let them do their thing. I guess if there's a silver lining, at least there wasn't an illegal man downfield.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. The receiver grabs it. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. The Rams come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Pre-snap motion from the offense.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
The Rams are moving quickly down the field.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
You'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Rams looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
2nd down and goal. Ball carrier wrapped up, brought down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe holding the 3 points.
On the move now. On the run here, lets it go. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. Gives it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass not complete. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Suddenly off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. Scanning the field. It's Hubbard. Moves out of the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. He keeps it on the design run. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Loses 5. Brings up 3rd and goal.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away.
22
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the offense going backwards in that play. Defense makes a stop to wrap up the 1st quarter. And Kirk Rutgers has the lead here. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the 2nd period.
Colorado State, 0.
We'll start off the 2nd quarter with a field goal attempt here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so a little bit better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On the run, it's Hart. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking deep down the right side. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Touchdown, Rutgers. There was no catching him that time.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Going for his running back. He finds his man.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Davis. And the Rams pick up 1st down yards to keep the drive going.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. QB keeper all the way. To the 45. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Rams pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Hubbard. Stays on his feet. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Missed opportunity to make this a 1-score game. Still losing by 11.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
On 1st down, it's play action. A deep shot to the right. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
The extra point makes the lead 18 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Dump off, caught by the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. A deep shot right down the middle. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Back-to-back deep shots. It's caught inside the 30 and still going.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where we've got to get a little gritty because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Gets the first and still running. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Now it's second down here. Big throw caught on the left side. Touchdown, Rams. A great catch and run for 6.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
Try here for the extra point. They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught. Second down now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the football. With sure hands, it's Hart. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half take away. Defense not pressing this time. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Rams will kick this away to begin the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. And see if they found some solutions at halftime. Caught by the receiver. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Second down after that short completion. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They try to run it with the option. Powers through. Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
Here's the second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grabs behind the line. It's hard. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. Crucial third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down. And the Scarlet Knights will look to convert here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Pressure is coming. He'll throw it now. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. They'll toss it to the right side. Breaks into open space. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Great quarterbacks have answers no matter what the defense is in. This time, the quarterback and the receiver knew that they were going to be able to connect on that corner route before the ball was snapped. The throw was so quick, the defense didn't have much time to adjust.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Nice throw, caught for a completion. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Colorado State, as they come roaring back now.
That's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. He'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
The Colorado State offense is back out there now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's an out route, the catch made. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
The Rams move into the red zone. Play action fake, looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up a third down play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They make the tackle, but nice gain. Sets him up first down at the 14. And the Rams starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Touchdown, Rams, to put them on top now. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep for the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, they are not letting up from targeting this stud receiver. He has absolutely got to be driving this defense mad, and they nearly got another big one there.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Colorado State has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw, fires it to the wideout. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs.
Man, I understand here we're in a 1-possession game, and you got a chance to potentially keep this drive alive and get points on the board, but to not come up with that conversion is a big gut punch to come up empty on that drive.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. Touchdown, Colorado State. This offense really clicking.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. 2nd touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
See if they can convert the point after. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Not able to connect. Incomplete. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He'll be brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down. 1st and 10 play coming up.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
First down here for this offense. Looking to throw it again. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. He's got the 40.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The Scarlet Knights pick up enough for a first down here. And he drops back in the gun. Looking deep downfield to the left. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Try a downfield shot. It's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. Avoiding the pressure, moving out to the right. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
Well, with over 3 minutes to go in this game, Chris, down by a couple scores. You have to go for this. Thought the offense had a great shot. Now they got to rely on their defense to try to get a quick stop or get a turnover and somehow get that football back.
Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. Chewing clock with the running game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Hand off to the back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Rams will look to convert here on 4th down. Fourth down RPO looking left. Touchdown Rams. They connect for 6.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
The extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there from the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Quick completion to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Nice catch by the receiver along the sideline. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights will have 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Griffin. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense. It's victory formation. Quarterback will kneel down. Well, this is a stunner. It's a football team that walked in here with that number 1 attached to their name, and they got humbled today. Just blasted.
I love that you said walked into this game because that's how they played throughout the entire football game, and they got embarrassed. This was a statement today by this winning team and really a declaration to the entire college football world.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.